Sorry guys, for that. This is the fourth time I've done this video, so I'm going to try to keep my sanity in and try to keep this entertaining as possible. But this is the fourth time doing this video because the microphone just keeps turning off, audio keeps creeping, so I'm going to try to make this the last time and hopefully this works. Today, we're going over the T64 Alpha or T64A in War Thunder. This is a very, very fun vehicle to play. In my personal opinion, my favorite tank at 9.3 or 9.0 for the Russians. Even though I haven't played any others, you know, the T72s are better than the T64s, but I would arguably say the T80s are better just because of mobility, and they have the same rounds, so it's not that big of a deal. But the T64, what makes it a champ is that 125mm at 9.3, which means you get in a lot of down tiers that you can just whip on people. You have excellent mobility, which is your strong point at 67 kmh, which is very quick for a tank in the game. Not many tanks go above that. This tank also has poor turret rotation and vertical guidance, but it does have a stabilizer, and the vehicle does have very good shells for its tier. The Armory Analysis, which we'll go ahead and get to right here, will prove to you that the best shell it has, 3BM22, which is a T80 round, by the way, which goes through pretty much anything. You know, I mean, no matter what angle it's going to go through. Now, it can go through the turrets. Keep that in mind. The turret is very powerful in this tank. The M1 Abrams, M1A2 would even struggle at penetrating the turret. But your mobility is king, and that's what you're using this vehicle for. The armor is going to ricochet shots, let's say like this, so let's say you pop around the corner, so you're kind of like a moving target. So they shoot a shell, it may pin, it may not. So like, you know, you're going to be popping around a corner, so they're going to flick a shell, it may go in, it may not, depending on how you do it. Now the X-ray, like normal Soviet style, burns like a flipping gas chain, or a gas bomb. It really doesn't matter. Anything that hits right here, you're dead. Anything that probably hits here, you're pretty much going to die. There's just ammo everywhere. I don't know why they designed a tank to put ammo everywhere. They should know that. I'm just joking, guys. Alright, so let's go ahead and get here to a match. I want to see how good this vehicle does. This is by far one of my favorite vehicles in the game at the moment. I'm going to try to play one match, and we'll go into a custom game, and I may just cut the custom game and put it in, because it was an excellent custom game, unless we can get a good one here. We got like 15 kills and like 3 or 4 deaths, and we were versing, you know, Challenger 2s and top tier tanks in this guy, and this guy was really very, very competitive. And I forgot to mention this guy has an autoloader, and the reload is 7.1, so it's not as quick as a T80U, but it has an autoloader, which means that if your gunner's shot, you're going to keep loading at the same speed. The downside is of course Soviet-styled, you know, reverse. You know, you have 4 kmh, which, I mean, this is honestly, I think you could just get out of the tank and run away faster. I mean, no offense. So the truth is, let's go ahead and get on in here. So right off the bat, you can see this vehicle's strong point is mobility, already going at 52 kmph or 60 kmph, although we did go downhill. This vehicle, I would say, is far more mobile than that of the T72. Even though the T72, I think, does have a faster top speed, it's just, this tank is just smaller. It's a lot easier to kind of play, in my opinion. But you can have your own. So let's go ahead and get into here and try to use this big 125 and take someone out. Okay, the Russian bias tank lives. Okay, just like that, we got that guy out. We need to angle our armor just a little bit, so this T64 Bravo can't kill us, although we're probably going to die right here. And we died like a little Alright, so let's go ahead and see if we can get back on in here. So we are in an up tier, so we have to keep that in our mind. So we're going to go ahead and use another backup and get on in here. Most things, I'd say 90%, or I wouldn't say 90, I'd say about 78% of the time you shoot someone with this gun, it's a one-shot. Unless you shoot someone's engine or, you shoot a crappy shell. If you shoot a decent shell, it's a one-shot most of the time. That extra 5mm in the shell, in my opinion, really does add in a lot as far as killing. Just a little bit bigger shell, a bit more splash radius, so it kind of does a little bit more damage than the 120s do. Now, it's not that noticeable, but, if you do get a crappy shot where, the fragments just barely miss that gunner that you need to kill them, sometimes the Soviets do it a little bit better. So let's go ahead and, I want to try to take this T64 out. Yeah, I think he's everywhere, so we're going T64. Oh, that is baloney. Come on. We're dead. That's one thing I wish they would honestly remove, and I'm a veteran player at this game, is the crew knockout. It's just not fair. I mean, honestly, I'll shoot his gun, so he's not going to kill me. It's just not fair in my opinion, because I mean, it just takes so long. It's just kind of like, yeah, pay money to get your tank to wake up faster, which is, in my opinion, I get it's realistic. But crew knockout, let's be honest. I mean, most people hate it. I don't know many people who approve of it, to be honest. I've asked a lot of players playing. Crew knockout, I get it. It's part of the game. It probably should be in the game. I'm probably being stupid for arguing against it. But at the same time, a crew knockout should be as long as your reload, in my opinion. It shouldn't be, okay, crew knockout's 20 seconds, so, you're knocked out, he can fire 10 shells in you. I mean, that's just not even fair. So, I mean, in my opinion, that's a really stupid thing they implemented. But, I mean, it is fair. I mean, if you do shoot someone and knock their crew out, and most of the time in Soviet tanks it doesn't happen, which is one reason why I went for Soviets. And if you do hate crew knockouts, honestly, go for Soviets, because honestly, I approve of it more, because I'd rather just flat up die than sit there and be shot at for 15 minutes and get, an extra 300 on the leaderboard from points as far as ricocheting and penetration survivals. In my opinion, it's just not that fun. So let's go ahead and get into this top tier, or not top tier, yep. But yeah, top tier and mid tier server on the custom match. Let's see how many kills we can get and improve the armor and the gun of this T64 Alpha. So, yeah, pretty much, it's very good vehicle. But I want to give you my personal opinion. Like always, I tell you this in most of my videos, that I give my unbiased opinion about the vehicle. I see a lot of people, like, I'm not trying to give out names for people, who are sponsored by the game, but I mean, most of you, whenever I say sponsored, big War Thunder YouTubers, you know exactly who I'm talking about, and I'm not trying to trigger you by saying this, but they're sponsored by War Thunder, which means that, I mean, their YouTube channel is War Thunder, right? So War Thunder sponsors them because they get a lot of views and they got a big channel, and because a lot of people watch them, and for them doing so, they get everything in the game free. And I do know that some YouTubers have used their power. They'll say, oh, this tank's so amazing, it's so OP, so unbalanced, or they'll say something just, to say something. And most of the time, the big YouTubers will get their way because they're a big YouTuber and Gadget hears the big ones, which, I mean, any company would. But I give my personal opinion about vehicles, like, should you buy them, should you not? I see a lot of people making videos about it who are in the partner program, and, they, just like the event vehicles, they haven't grinded the vehicle for 15 minutes, and they act like, oh, it's so good, you definitely need to grind it, or it's crap, I try giving my personal opinion, should you grind for these vehicles, should you not grind? It's your time, it's your money, I want you to use it for what you need to, not for War Thunder's business, or for, to make some YouTuber, I don't know, his golden eagles monthly on a video game. So I don't really care about supporting people like that. Now, I'm not saying that all YouTubers do. Most don't. Most don't. But I do know some. I'm not going to give names out because I don't want to be hated, number one, and number two, I don't want people to just be like, oh yeah, so and so called you an idiot. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if you're going for, a vehicle, like a big YouTuber, let's say Fly Daily for instance, I'm just going to give him out. He's an excellent YouTuber. He's probably one of the best 400 players on the platform. I like his content. His content is very unbiased, and it's very good. But some people, I'm not going to give this person's name out, but they make content, they're in the partner program, and they make reviews of premium vehicles. They act like they're so amazing and give untruthful facts about them. Now, I'm not talking negative about anyone, and this YouTuber is huge, by the way. It has about 180,000 subs, so it's not a small one. So keep in mind that basically what I'm trying to say is I try making I try making unbiased content because I don't want someone to spend money on a vehicle or spend money for a vehicle that is not good. Big YouTubers, they can do that because they don't really care. They make money from making more Thunder money, and yeah. So sorry about all that. I just wanted to get that in this video. If you're watching this far, you hopefully me telling you that will give you a little bit of faith in the channel, and hopefully you will trust subscribing to the channel. I don't upload every day. I'm going to try uploading weekly and maybe 2 videos a week. I can't guarantee it, but I will be definitely uploading weekly as of now. If I could do posts like most YouTubers can, I could say I'm not going to be able to upload today, but of course YouTube's got to have a stupid policy as far as 1,000 subs to be able to send out what type of tank or what video or what you guys want to watch. Like I've said several times on other channels, I don't know if any of you have watched them, but YouTube is very biased and very unfair for small channels. As far as the small channels are the ones who need to be able to send out to their subscribers, what do you want to watch? What do I need to do to share? The big channels, why does it matter? They got 15 million people, they make enough money, and most of the time the people are going to watch them because they're a big enough channel, they got enough support. The small channels are the ones that don't, and at the end of the day, in 10 years from now, those big channels aren't going to be on YouTube. The small ones are going to be. So if YouTube's rejecting the small channels, they're not going to be a thing in 10 years. So not hating on them, not hating on anyone. This video did have some drama in it, but I just wanted to tell you guys, this vehicle is very good. I would definitely recommend you research for it. I think at the moment it's the same as, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure it's 220. I think it's 220,000, or it may be 200. Yeah, 220,000, and this one's 250 and 390. Oh, 250. No, 250, 390. Okay. So it's 220,000, which just will roughly take you probably about a week to grind if you grind it reasonably. I know some people who can grind this thing in a day. If you take a break. If you grind this thing in a day, take a break. Alright guys, well thank you guys for watching the video. I am so sorry for getting into some stupid crap. But I just wanted to just kind of give you guys a little bit of information about the vehicle. And I'm sorry about the YouTube crap that really didn't need to be in the video, but I just wanted to kind of tell you, why I haven't made videos in a while. It's mainly because of YouTube's unfair policies, but we'll get to that in another video. But guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.